Okay. Y'all know how I do. I gotta make sure I can hear myself and everything. So give me just a second. Give me just a second. Okay. Oh, okay. It's working. Now this is gonna be real short because I know it's a Saturday and y'all are probably out there being heathens and fornicating and all that shit. So I just want to talk to y'all for a minute because about 4 or 5 months ago, there was a guy who wanted to participate in a conversation on my girl's channel, right? And all she said was, you know what? Today, this is a conversation for Black women only, right? And for the most part, those of us in the chat told him the same thing, like, A, you know, this is our conversation. We're talking right now, right? This motherfucker had a bitch fit for weeks because he assumed, right? He assumed that because he's white, he would automatically hold supremacy in our spaces. This is why there are divesters like DZ who warn y'all about powdered donut dusties. Okay? And so then I did a video on my other channel where I reminded y'all about the Veganator. Now, some of y'all are new, so you may or may not know who he is, but he was a white guy who pretended to support swirlers. So there were swirlers who collabed with him, only for him to be aligned with the Black manosphere and drag the fuck out of the very Black women who supported him. Okay? So I told y'all, I was like, well, y'all got to be careful. Hey, Faith, y'all got to be careful about assuming that everyone is an ally. Because, see, we have to talk about what an ally is and what an ally is not. Someone being on a panel with you or someone being in your chat does not automatically make them an ally. Other groups of people require something tangible from their allies. So for those of you who want to invite other groups of women into the space, right? There's literally a bill in committee with Congress called the Protect Black Women and Girls Act. If you want to know whether or not those other groups of women are allies, ask them to use their resources to lobby Congress to support the Protect Black Women and Girls Act. Ask those women of other races to participate in letter writing campaigns and to join us on lobby days. And when you see that they're not going to do it, you'll understand very quickly that they're not your allies. You'll understand it very quickly. And if you knew who that motherfucker was in real life, you'd be embarrassed that you supported him. Because all I will say is this. That guy doesn't even realize it, but some of the white men who support him are members of the J-word community. So anytime he's in those private groups praising a well-known German chancellor, right? Think World War II. Anytime he's in those private spaces praising a man that literally caused the death of some of their family members, he's offending those guys and he doesn't even fucking know it. So he ought to be very careful about issuing threats. Nobody has to dox that man. Dude and his wife have state licenses. And I'm going to just leave that there. But we told y'all that just because someone wants to participate in a conversation with you, it doesn't make them an ally. Because as soon as he didn't get what he wanted, he threw a fit. And I'm going to say something else, because I would not be me if I did not do this. A lot of you, not you listening to this or, live or the replay, but a lot of Black women in this space automatically sided with that white man. Y'all were on Lipstick Alley talking all types of shit about my girls, her channel, her panel, those of us who are mods, the rest of the beautiful Black women divesters who participate in the chat. Y'all talked all types of shit about us on Lipstick Alley and other places. Only for that motherfucker to show his whole entire ass. He went around to other well-known divesters and tried to force his way onto their channels. And they're a lot more polished than people such as myself. But they politely told him to get the fuck on. You're not going to just show up here and say that you're an ally and we don't know who you are. You have not shown us anything tangible that you're doing for Black women. And you bitches in his Discord are dumb as fuck. Since his wife likes to throw shots at divesters, ask him about the video calls that he has with some of them girls in his Discord. Those girls in his Discord, those Black women who know that he's married to a Black woman, ask him about those conversations. And those of you who are still having conversations with him, you better be careful. Because he's already threatened to post at least one Black woman's pictures. One Black woman who pleasured herself on a call with that motherfucker. He was recording the whole fucking time. Let me tell you something. When that bitch made motherfucker came onto my girl's channel talking shit and then ran back to his channel and made a campaign against divesters and then unnecessarily threw me into his shit, guess what? He became one of the motherfuckers that I made it my business to know about. Y'all got to be real fucking careful. Because if you knew who that motherfucker was, you'd be really embarrassed about supporting him. But yes, darling, to his wife, ask him about the video calls that he has with them girls in his Discord. Ask him about it. Ask those bitches about it before you ever fix your face to talk about divesters. But yes, y'all better be real careful because that motherfucker ain't shit. He ain't about shit and he ain't gonna ever be about shit. Okay, he's just a low budget and raggedy motherfucker who's using you to build a name for himself. Do you understand that there are white men on social media who are very supportive of Black women? And they're very understanding of the fact that there are spaces where we just need our own conversations. And those men are in long-term marriages with Black women. You talking 20, 30 plus years. We support those men. We support their wives. We support their platforms. What we do not support is someone wanting a conversation and being told, well, hey, not today, and then launching an entire campaign against us, because that feels like someone who was sent. Okay? The only reason that I have not posted anything specific about him is because the manosphere is on that motherfucker's ass. They got lawyers over there. If they knew who that motherfucker was, his shit would be done. And I'm not going to do that to anybody. I'm not. But if you call yourself a divester, I can't tell you who to subscribe to. I can't tell you who to listen to. I can't tell you what conversations to participate in, but I will tell you to be careful. That nigga is the Veganator 2.0. Only the difference is he has y'all in Discords popping your pussies on video calls and recording you and threatening to post you. Right? And I want you, when y'all go into them spaces and you get cussed out, I want you to remember every time you went onto somebody else's channel or you went into one of those lipstick alley threads and you had the audacity to speak on divested Black women who were simply trying to warn you. Because when we say you have to be careful about everyone and you have to make people show and prove, that means be careful about everyone and make them show and prove before you trust them. But some of you bitches are dirty. Because you know that motherfucker is married, right? But you have no problem being on private calls with him. Video calls. Showing your titties, your asses, and your dilapidated ass pussies. You have no problem with that. But you have the Black ass audacity to come into our spaces and you get mad because we use profanity. Listen, I'm a Virgo. I got a nasty ass, petty ass mouth. But one thing you can never say about Leah is you can never say that Leah interfered in anyone's relationship or marriage. I'm not that girl. No other divestors are like that. We don't do that. That's y'all. And see, that's why I've been telling y'all that we need to draw some lines and make some shit real clear. Because some of these girls that call themselves divestors are not divestors, okay? There's a difference between diet BWE, which is what BWE has become, swirling, and actual divestment. Bitch, I'm a lady, okay? I'm not going to be in no man's Discord. I don't see the point of that. I'm not going to be in a video call with no man. I don't do video calls with my boo. Because when I want to see him, I just see him. But y'all be real careful. And if you get burned by some shit that you supported over actual divested Black women, listen, baby. I know it may sound bad, but I don't give a fuck. Because we tried to warn you. We tried to tell you, hey, it's not normal for someone to spaz out over you simply saying, hey, right now, as Black women who are divested, we want to have our own conversations. Every time y'all go onto one of these channels and get cussed out, I'm going to just sit back, pour myself a glass of wine, make myself a little snack, and I'm going to watch. I'm going to watch each and every last one of you. But it's a lot of girl code violations happening on that man's channel and in his Discord. And like I said, We'll stay tuned to see what happens if he keeps offending men who supported him because they're white men who also love Black women. But those men and their family members were victims of what took place in Germany and Eastern Europe during World War II. See what happens to him if he keeps praising a well-known German chancellor. And let me tell you something, motherfucker, you got me fucked up. Because I know exactly who you are. But I'm going to leave you alone unless you cross a line. That's all I'm going to fucking tell you. But you girls better be real fucking careful about being in men's discords and all that shit. Anyway, y'all have a happy Saturday. But I just wanted to put this out there. And I know it sounds raggedy and it sounds fucked up, but I have to just say, I fucking told you so. Divesters told you the fuck so. The motherfucker ain't shit. He don't give a fuck about you. That's all I'm going to say. Y'all want to go over there and keep getting cussed out? Please do. Do it. But stop calling yourselves divesters because you're not. Divested Black women are not dick hungry. Period. We can go out and get one in real life if that's what you choose to do, or you can be happily single. And divested Black women certainly would not be popping their pussies on video calls with a married motherfucking man. You bitches are raggedy. Have a good one.